This is a barbell deadlift. There's 3 things that I want you to think about before we get set up. The first thing is being stacked. The second one is our connection to the ground. And then the last one is our shoulders. So in order to get stacked, I have that slight posterior tilt so I can get my rib cage stacked over my pelvis. You'll see some people reach their arms forward and then exhale all their air out to set the ribs over the pelvis. You'll see other people, they'll tuck the pelvis, they'll take a big breath in, and they'll brace here. Whichever variation works for you. The next thing that I want us to think about is our connection to the ground. So I can feel my foot tripod evenly on the ground here, but I'm thinking about spreading the floor apart a little bit. That will help create some tension through your hips, okay? And I also want you to think about full body tension. So when I engage my shoulders next, I like to corkscrew my shoulders like I'm rotating them, and that allows me to engage my lats. So I corkscrew the shoulders, I'm spreading the floor apart. If somebody tried to push me over right now, I'd be really rigid. That's what we want, okay? So I've got that stacked position, shoulders engaged, feet are nice and engaged. From here, I'm gonna hinge at the hips, reach down for the bar, hands thumb distance apart. Now I'm going to set my shoulders again here by externally rotating the shoulders. Notice how now my elbow fossa points towards you, so that crease of the elbow. From there, push through the ground, stand up tall. Hinge back through the hip, keep the bar close, push through the ground, stand up tall. The whole time thinking bend the bar, that helps keep the shoulders packed and really push through the ground to stand up tall, keeping a nice neutral spine. 4. Common mistake is, number 1, people lose that kind of cue of shoulders packed. Another cue that I like to use is bend the bar. That will start to make the upper back round slightly, okay? Number 2 is that people stop pushing through the ground. So all of our power is coming through driving through the ground to stand up. It has nothing to do with us working through the back. Yes, your back is stabilizing, but our hips are extending by us pushing through the ground, not us lifting at our back. That's a really important cue for the deadlift.